Okay, it is July of 2013. We are here in person talking to Sam Ulano, who's going to demonstrate from his book, The Drummer's Roll Study Guide on how to do a proper press roll. Okay, Sam,
well,
explain the press roll.
Dave, many people have been, for years and still today in the year 2013, still learning how to play the drum from the military sound, which was called the Mama Daddy, from what we call slow to fast. I'm demonstrating what used to be done, as you follow.
Yep.
And this process, the drummer would speed up. It was called the Mama Daddy because the stick seemed to say Mama Daddy, Mama Papa, Mama Daddy. It's known also as the double stroke roll. And for your information, it's not a roll, it's double sticking. And you don't get a roll from that, contrary to what the purists in the industry of drumming have said for years. You can do that all your life. I spent hours of my life trying to go and it's still the double sticking. And the real name for that double sticking, very few people know, is called the ancient roll. It's the oldest stroke in the study of drumming.
Mm-hmm.
Now, drums, the first instrument known to the human world is the human voice. La da 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 da, I could have danced all night, or you made me love you. So the use of the voice was the instrument with vocal cords inside our throat that vibrate when we make what's called a vibrato. La da 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 dee, da da. Now that vibrato is the same kind of vibrato that the drummer makes when he does what we call the roll. And in order to get the roll, in my mind, which dates back to 1950, over 60 some odd years, I was writing in my book, The Drummer's Roll Study Guide, that we don't get the roll from the Mama Daddy, we get it from the buzz roll system, known as the buzz roll, the crush roll, the press roll, or the scratch roll.
Mm-hmm.
So if you follow what I'm showing you, this is known as the buzz roll, allowing the stick to vibrate on what we call the drummer's practice pad, which has a form of rubber. Without making a commercial for a very outstanding company known as Vader, they make great drumsticks, which is another story, but they manufacture this pad. To me, over the years, has probably been the best drum pad I've ever had the opportunity to play on. I've had many in my 80 years of doing this. By the way, if you're watching this, I'm going to be 93 in August 12th of this year, 2012.
2013.
2013, excuse me. Yeah, nobody said I was perfect. And anyway, so this was known as the buzz, allowing the stick to drop on the pad and let it vibrate as many times as it can. So by changing the speed, I'm getting this kind of vibration. Now, as I keep doing it, I'll go to the next speed. Now you notice I didn't go from slow to fast.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I don't do that, if you're doing it now, you should stop because you're training yourself to do that in a band. To speed up and slow up, you'll never keep rhythm in the band. We must keep rhythm. Rhythm is the same sound repeat it over and over again. Ba-ba-doop-doo, scop-ba-doop-doo, shit-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So, let's go back to producing the buzz roll. You can do practice with one hand 100 times a day, 500 times. I do it for an hour a day. And then I put them together, one with the right hand, one with the left. Now if you're left-handed, you should be starting with your left hand. Now there's two positions that the drummer holds the stick. One is called the match grip, probably the oldest of all positions because we play vibraphone, xylophone, bells with the match grip. We play timpani with the match grip, and we play on timbales with a match grip. So then we have what's called a traditional grip, which originated from the marching drummer because the drum was hanging down and he had to put his hands in this position. This is called the traditional grip of drumming. Stick is held in between the thumb and the pointer finger, and the pointer finger is going to help the stick vibrate. So now we have the buzz roll. At this speed, I go to the next speed, and you can start to hear the roll starting to develop. Actually, the roll is the drummer's vibrato. By singing, da, 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 that's the vocal vibrato. Trumpet players do by shaking the trumpet. Saxophone players do it by shaking the jaw. Trombone players do it by shaking the slide of the trombone. Drummers do the vibrato, also known as the tremolo, like on a piano. It's called the Trommel in German. And we now have what is called the buzz. Now I'm going to give you the next level of speed, and little by little you start to hear the roll. What can I do with the roll? It's very important. I can play the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see? Da, 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 so forth and so on. I can also do it if I want to do drum breaks. So, working from the buzz, you eventually get it at this speed. And if you have control of dynamics, which is the control of how loud and how soft you play, or tempo, controlled by tempo marks in the music, how fast or slow we play. This is what happens when you play an accent in a roll.